The Madison School District is considering a new way to generate some income by renting out space for a cell phone tower.
U.S. Cellular met with neighbors and parents tonight. Our Stephen Pope talked with some of them, and their biggest concern here is pretty serious: radiation.
Yeah, Greg and Diana, studies in other countries reveal that living within a quarter mile of a cell phone tower increases the risk of cancer by 3 or even 4 times. But the U.S. government contends it's safe. Parents we spoke to, they're not convinced.
I'm really concerned about our children's safety, and I'm also concerned about whether this is a good idea as a revenue source.
If there's danger, I don't like the idea.
U.S. Cellular wants to build a 75-foot cell phone tower behind Gompers Elementary School. Say it's the best location to increase coverage to their customers because there's no nearby tall buildings. The tower would be 400 feet away from the school in the middle of 2 baseball diamonds. U.S. Cellular representatives defend it's well under FCC regulations for radio frequencies. The company says the base of the pole is 7 times under the FCC limit, and at the nearest point of the school, it's 200 times under the limit.
Our kids are sitting right close to this antenna, 9 hours out of the day, 5 days a week.
One woman cited the Telecommunications Act as a way for cell phone companies to wiggle out of liability.
You will not be able to sue for that, okay? So that's something to keep in mind, because if you get sick and your children die, you're screwed.
The school board says they won't make any quick decisions.
I understand that there are some safety concerns that the community has. This would be a revenue generator for the district, but I think it's really going to depend on what the community sentiment is, and I'm sure that the board will weigh that heavily.
The school board has not yet revealed how much money they could generate for allowing a cell phone tower to be built, but they did tell the crowd they could raise as much as $2,000 a month. That money will go into the Madison School District General Fund.
And this isn't the first time that the school district has talked cell phone towers either, right?
Yeah, about 5 years ago, the district approved a tower at Madison Memorial, but then when they held that public meeting, only 2 people showed up.
All right, Stephen, thanks.